Since Chrisean Jesus Porter, Chrisean Rock's almost 2-year-old kid, made headlines and was still unable to walk, speak, or hold his head up, fans have been concerned. His illness is mostly the result of Chrisean's actions during her pregnancy, but Sis is still in denial and is just acting clumsy about it. Since she first showed him the world, this chaos has existed. It began when Chrisean shared a video of herself holding up her infant when he was just 4 months old. She was acting really emotional in this video, talking about the joys of motherhood and her child's brilliance, but the people were watching something else, like the boy's head movements, cat-like screeching, and lack of hand-eye coordination, all of which are signs of a medical problem. Chrisean Rock is in denial about Junior, said a concerned person. He should be able to hold his head and chest when lying on his tummy, yet he isn't reaching developmental goals. He doesn't coo or smile either. She went on to say that all he can identify is the smell of marijuana and her unpleasant body odor, and he is still meowing like a cat that struggles with hand-eye coordination. I'm starting to think that she's attempting to say stuff like, he's so smart, he's so intelligent, like, girl, he's doing things babies at 1 to 2 months old can do, not 4 now, of course, since she knows these posts expose her kids. Chrisean's supporters swiftly supported her, saying that her child was perfect and that any problems were genetic. They also asserted that you should all use this app to pretend to be physicians all the time without any degrees, because you all know so much about a baby that you don't have. What the diagnosis is for the infant. There is more than enough proof and evidence to support the claims that Chrisean used drugs while pregnant. Therefore, the rumors concerning Chrisean's substance use during her pregnancy are not unfounded. Indeed, Blueface, Chrisean's lover and the child's purported father, stepped out and expressed his thoughts. Although you don't know anything about that girl, the brief TV segments you see demonstrate that many individuals have children with exceptional needs, and most of them aren't caused by drugs like alcohol or marijuana. Concerning Chrisean Jr.'s health, he said in a previous post, "My son is not healthy because she drank, smoked, and got hit her whole pregnancy. She couldn't even take 1 month off." Let's discuss Chrisean Jr.'s meowing and sobbing sounds, which appear to originate from an area of discomfort and agony. The child relied on the internet to conduct a thorough investigation on the baby's health, and the results indicate that Chrisean Jr. may be exhibiting symptoms of either fetal alcohol syndrome or CRIHAT. However, people couldn't help but notice Junior's excessive crying in the background when Crow went live on Instagram a few months ago to criticize those who were condemning her for getting a big tattoo of Blueface's mugshot on her face. That poor infant sounded like he was having respiratory difficulties.
Obviously, he outside, he not happy. I'm outside and not happy. So that was the whole, process of. Okay. I'm sorry. Why your feelings be hurt like that? Okay. You're already crying.
Never in my life have I heard a baby wail so loudly. A frightened mother wrote, and Crone was more concerned with keeping that damn face safe than halting her live stream to assist her infant. Charleston White produced a video prior to the baby's birth in which he was concerning the terrible birth of Chrisean's unborn child. It seems that the father was right to gamble $5,000 that the child would not survive at all, and another $2,000 that if he survived childbirth, the infant would have autism, even if it seemed cruel and absurd at the time.
I want to put up $5,000 that Blueface and Chrisean Rock have a baby. Let's start making bets now. Come on now, I'm calling. I got $5,000 that Chrisean Rock and Blueface have a baby. Baby gonna be dumb and they not gonna have a healthy baby. I got on it right now. I got $2,000. I got a side bet that the baby don't make it. I got a $2,000 side bet that they baby don't make it. Who want to bet? If it ain't gonna be, it's gonna be artistic. or if it ain't be autistic, it's gonna be a mute baby.
As soon as Quan started sharing live recordings of Junior, people started comparing his facial traits to those of a youngster with fetal alcohol syndrome. They talked about his low birth weight, sluggish growth, speech and visual issues, as well as his small head, small eye opening, and low nasal bridge. That baby sounds like he's screeching now that you know why he cries. And the state of my eyes, there have been speculations that Chrisean Jr. may be blind due to his unwavering gaze and lack of eye movements. These assertions, however, lack medical evidence, and many individuals have written them off as online gossip. According to Chrisean, her child's actions are normal for a newborn.
Playing football, everything. Who is y'all to tell me what he diagnosed with, what he look like, what he sound like? Y'all don't know nothing about God. Y'all don't know nothing about nothing. You talking to me like that? So I rebuke everything y'all saying about my child, to be honest. But I like this, bro. You know why? Because all the glory to God, bro. Like, y'all gonna be looking real stupid.
But the recently circulated video has folks concerned again. Remember that the child is nearly 2 years old, and a Google search will reveal that at this age, a youngster can follow simple directions like picking up a toy, walking, and running steadily, as well as recognize objects. Some even begin to climb stairs and form 2 words. Words. And Junior's most recent video is really concerning. What is Chrisean's opinion on the matter? According to her, he's doing fine. It's really you admitting to purposeful drinking and unhealthy living, a reader wrote, during your pregnancy, and she won't take accountability for damaging her unborn child. The issue is that Blueface has publicly referred to her as a terrible mother on multiple occasions, especially when he was open about Junior not getting his hernia surgery. Unsuitable. Given that she has been postponing the surgery and missing the appointment do as she pleases, Chrisean is currently not the only awful parent in their relationship. Why did this father post a picture of Junior's hernia on social media just to show the world that Crow was a low-income mother?
Post the photo of the hernia, because that blew the internet up.
It was taking too long. It was taking too long.
What was?
The hernia.
For her to get care?
Yeah, it's taking way too long. I wasn't notified until maybe a week after she had the baby, and then I'm telling her like, how she sent me the picture, and I'm looking like, how is this okay for you? Like,
when he posted that, I didn't look at the photo because
let me put my feet up, yo.
You sent him the photo because what? Like, explain.
Because it's his son, y'all. I'm like, he texts my phone about, you doing this, little baby. I'm like, bro, your son is about to go under anesthesia for a big hernia. Can I just at least get a little bit, like, do you care about our son's life right now, bro? Like, this what it looks like. I'm not capping. Can you calm down? I didn't know he was gonna.
Carissa, Blueface's mother, has now publicly voiced her concerns, or perhaps more correctly, her heartbreak, about the health of her grandson. The question of whether the youngster is capable of seeing is raised by her allegation that she was unable to determine whether the boy was staring at her or into space when she saw him.
Hard to look at my grandbaby and see that, and that was my first time seeing it.
Oh, God.
And it crushed my heart a little bit, it did. But I love all my kids no matter what I told you, whether they slow, need a helmet, whether they got nappy hair, whether they short, funny looking. I love all my grandkids, but I ain't gonna lie, my first initial thought when I saw him in that restaurant, it crushed me. And for her to say she wanted to stomp me out, girl, I can't even tell you what my mind wanted to do to you once I looked in his face and I didn't know if he was looking at me, you, or the air. I was hurt, genuinely hurt. But you know what I said? You know what? That's okay. That's okay. If he can laugh and he can cry and he can smile, he can still be a joy in this world.
Instead of continuing to live with his mother, who is denying her child's obvious need for medical attention, people are asking for support so that this defenseless baby can get the care he needs.
That Chrisean Jr. is in fact blind in both eyes, and that was confirmed by Clarissa, Blueface's mom. And I'm telling you, I have to go back and watch the video to when they was in a restaurant, because that's the first thing my mind went to. They was in a restaurant and Chrisean was trying to like feed him mashed potatoes, and he wasn't like grabbing for the spoon. He wasn't even opening up his mouth, and it makes sense now because he could not see anything. Like, it all makes sense. He wasn't even really blinking. Like, he was just straight staring into the distance. And it's just sad. Like, we all knew like something was wrong, even though she did confirm some type of syndrome that causes him to like cry like he's a cat. They did confirm that. At least Clarissa confirmed that. I don't remember Chrisean confirming anything like that. But man, I mean, like, my heart really goes out to this little boy, because his mom was definitely smoking and drinking while she was pregnant. And we all seen her on Blueface and Chrisean little TV show. We seen her on the Bad Girls Club. We seen her.
She refuses to acknowledge that the baby's wide-set, unblinking eyes resemble a fetus. He needs physical treatment to help him move about. In addition to needing therapy, she is not a good mother. She is mistaken to believe that his issue will go away as he gets older. It will simply become more apparent. We've spoken about everything we can regarding the situation involving Chrisean Jr. and his careless parents at this point, so you need to share your thoughts with us. See you at the following one.